Hi! On the Woodpecker today, as you can see, I'm making stands for the Christmas ornaments we sell at Christmas fairs.
During the year, we make a full inventory of Christmas ornaments that we sell at the Christmas fairs. But to present them like that takes a lot of space on the table. So I decided to build a pivoting stand. As you can see, the wood I'm using is really not long. I need to cut several strips to make the central post. I obviously have enough for the first post, but I need to prepare all of it before I can glue them together. I begin by gluing 3 pieces together, just like that. Then I add more wood at each end. Now I just need to wait for the glue to dry. Then I cut the excess. It's now possible to make a square post. After marking the center, I trace a circle to help me cut the corners. I didn't cut enough. I need to fix this. Now the sides are the same length. I can mark where to drill the holes in the post. But before doing that, I need to tilt the drill press table at 5 degrees. All the holes are done. Now this needs to be sanded. I have my first post. Now it needs a base. And again, I use leftover construction lumber. I start by gluing 8 pieces together, 2 by 2, and wait for the glue to dry. Then I plane all of them to the same thickness and cut one end straight. But since I need to glue end grain to end grain, I will drill some domino mortises. When it's done, I can glue the 2 bases together. And again, I need to wait for the glue to dry before I sand them. Now I can cut 2 squares of different sizes and trace a circle. By using this circle, I can figure out what I need to remove to make an octagon. When I'm done with the small square, there's still the big one to cut. Here they are, the 2 pieces for the base. But I don't want square edges like that. I need to cut some profiles. I make them in several passes. Here it is, but there's still a bit of sanding to do. By using the central cross I made to draw the circle, I can figure out where to put the lazy Suzanne bearing. Now that this is not going anywhere, I can mark where to drill the hole to screw the other part and drill it. Next, it's time to take care of the other screws. Here it is. My stand will look a bit like that. But I need to do something to make the post stay in place. While the epoxy is curing, I can take care of the big hole in the base. I thought I would be able to make this hole with a guide and a palm router. But I quickly figure out that this is not a good idea. It's even dangerous. I don't want to use my CNC for this, but for this big hole, it's the ideal tool. Next, I need to cut the tabs and give the hole a little rasping. I must admit, the hole in the top base is way easier to make. When this will be done, it will all go like this. But spruce is not really the nicest looking wood, so I will try to make this a little bit more appealing. After giving it its final sanding, I wipe on a coat of dark brown everywhere. This brown is so dark that it will hide the fact that this is spruce. When the three pieces are dyed, I need to wait for them to dry before I can wipe 2 coats of varnish. The next day, I can assemble the stand. I stick some small pieces of cork on for the feet. And after bolting the post to the base, the stand is almost done. Yes, almost, because René would like to add something decorative on top. So I draw a box that I will laser cut. I also make another version that will be cut with a 1mm bit. I really like the end result of laser cutting. The cuts are straight and precise. But cutting this box with a 10-watt laser takes an hour and a quarter at the top speed of 100mm per minute. But with the version I made for a 1mm router bit, it's possible to go way faster. In fact, 10 times faster. The feed rate is 1000mm per minute, and because of that, the cut can be done in less than 15 minutes. After gluing the boxes, it's possible to paint them. To cover the openings, I use plexiglass. But I don't want transparent plexiglass. To glue this in place, I only use hot glue. This will be good enough for this. The last thing to glue inside the box is the circuit I made to have an illuminated box. And this is what the box looks like in the end. I'm pleased with the result, but I must admit that the colors were not that obvious in the showroom. I'm missing one last thing. All the small dowels to hold the ornaments in place. Finally, my first stand is finished. It's not that bad. Here I am at the end of the first day at our first fair. We sold half of the ornaments we had made. That's the reason why, just after the fairs, I've started to make more of them. They really take too much time to make to be waiting for fall to begin making them. This is a glimpse of some of my new models. Since I know that one stand won't be enough to accommodate all of them, I made 2 more off camera, so building them went way faster. So if one day you need a stand similar to those ones, you'll have a better idea how to make one. And don't forget to come back to the Woodpecker.